Hey guys, in this video I want to talk about some genius vegetarians, or very smart people who were vegetarians, and let's jump into it. First is Albert Einstein. Although he's not the best example of vegetarian, he believed heartily in the vegetarian outlook his whole life, but he wasn't until he said something prevented him from eating vegetarian until the last year of his life when his doctor prescribed it for him, and I believe it made him feel better, but he still ended up dying from whatever it was. And he said, besides agreeing with the aims of vegetarianism for aesthetic and moral reasons, it is my view that a vegetarian manner of living, by its purely physical effect on the human temperament, would most beneficially influence the lot of mankind. And there was Leonardo da Vinci, who was a lifelong vegetarian and avoided meat and killing and injuring other animals. There was Tesla, Nikola Tesla, who said that it's certainly preferable to raise vegetables, and I think therefore that vegetarianism is a commendable departure from the established barbarous habit. That we can subsist on plant food and perform our work even to advantage is not a theory but a well demonstrated fact. And there was Ghandi, who kind of needs no explanation. He said, if we are to be nonviolent, we must then not wish for anything on this earth which even the meanest or the lowest of human beings cannot have. Next up was Vincent Van Gogh, who was known as being vegetarian. He would sometimes refuse eating meat when it was offered to him where he was staying. There's Thomas Edison, who, like Tesla, had plenty of inventions in his life, and he basically stopped eating meat because of an illness that he had, and he was healed of the illness, and he felt so much better that he basically gave up eating meat for the rest of his life and became vegetarian. There was Pythagoras, who did the Pythagoras theorem. He was known as a vegetarian. He was prescribed as saying, "Alas, what wickedness to swallow flesh into our own flesh, to fatten our greedy bodies by cramming in other bodies, to have one living creature fed by the death of another." And there was Mark Twain, famous author. He was a vegetarian, and he was very much against animal research, even for educational purposes. He said, "The pains which it inflicts upon unconsenting animals is the basis of my enmity towards it, and is to me sufficient justification of the enmity without looking further." And then there was also Kafka, another famous writer who was vegetarian. Apparently he went to an aquarium and looked at some fish and said, "Now at least I can look at you in peace. I don't eat you anymore," after he became vegetarian. Alright guys, so there's more than that, but that's just a small list of 10 genius vegetarians, and it's kind of cool. Some of those I didn't know about, and hopefully you learned something too. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and please subscribe and like this, and we'll have more plant-based videos. Alright.